So we've got our target out here at 10 yards. We can try a couple of different types of Glock sights. This one is a Glock 35, so 40 caliber, and we're running a 10-8 sight on the rear and a Heinie on the front. Pretty unique sight picture. I really like this one. Lots of open room. A little difficult to adjust this way for some people, but as long as you bracket that rear sight, I think you get a pretty good picture. So we'll get ahead and load a couple of rounds. That's a pretty good sight picture. We're just going to be shooting into this blank spot on the target there. So that's our sight picture. There's the reset. Reset. So there's 3 shots. I guess it won't focus real good on both the front sight, but they're all 3 up in that top quadrant. So that's the 35 with a 10-8 in back and a Heinie up front. Now we're going to go to a Glock 27, which is the subcompact version of the 40. And this one's got Heinie straight 8, so Heinie in back, Heinie in front. Heinie's the name of the company. Shoot this one at the bottom. See, there's a little less room on the sides, so it brackets it a little bit more. Don't get quite so much light coming in on the side of that front sight, or that front post. Definitely kicks a little bit more. Tiny little Glock. So that's 3 bottom right quadrant. Now this is a 35 again with these are Meprolight sights on mine.
I don't know, I think so, maybe.
I'm pretty sure these are Meprolights on mine, night sights. Definitely a fatter front sight and a rear that's more of a notch than a horseshoe shape. Shoot this one into the bottom right quadrant here. I don't really have a point of aim, so when we look at the results, they're not going to be tight. I'm just sort of aiming into the middle of the quadrant there. That was my 2 rounds. I'll do 3 just to make it consistent though. So I'll put 1 more through this Glock with the Meprolights. Not real unhappy with that group. Once we get out and see it, you can almost see it just at this view. Made a nice hole. And then we've got 1 more to try out. Do you have another 40 to try out? Did you say you have another 40?
Yeah, Mike.
And then we've got 1 more set of sights to try out, which is what, a 10-8 in the back?
And a Dawson Precision tritium front.
So very similar to the 35. The rear sights are the same. Just front posts are a little different than these. A little fatter post than this 23 that we're about to shoot. So you can see just a hair less room for that front post. A little bit less light coming in the sides. Not as much as the Glock setup though, or the Meprolight.
No, you never not every time. It's that big. About like that. Yeah. That's it. Well,
So now I'm going to have to change focus on the camera here, and we'll zoom in. So I just changed the focus on the camera here, and now we'll zoom in shots. And like I say, not too bad at groups for 10 yards, shooting the way we are here. So I think they all do pretty decent. Big point of the video though is just to show the differences between the front and rear and how much room you have to see light around that front sight post. Right. Okay, so we're taking a look here out of the range. We get a lot of feedback about people that can't handle having gunshots go off while we're talking. So these are the 4 different sights that we had just gotten done shooting at the range this morning. This one is the Glock 35 with the 10/8 in back and the Heinie sight in front. This one was the Glock 27 with the 10/8, or excuse me, the Heinie straight 8s. And this one a little different because there's that glow in the dark little dot right in the back there. So at night shooting, you've got a dot up front and in back. So you basically just line them up like the figure 8, like this underneath your target, and maybe like that, and you're good to go. So I guess I didn't take a look here. Not a bad group though for the way we were shooting at 10 yards with a little 27. Not bad. You know, I'm aiming for basically the center of these. This is my carry gun, so you know, a little partial to it, a little more familiar with it, so it shot a little better. And then this last one is 10/8 in back and a Dawson Precision up front. And the big difference there is just a little bit different amount of width. So that's how good it did. I think these all did really well considering how I was shooting. Obviously, if I was just holding the gun normal, have a little bit better accuracy probably. But anyway, this is the 4 different sight pictures with 4 different sight setups for the Glocks.